Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna do Sacred 6 number 11 from Dynamite Comics. And yes, the end is near. The end of this atrocious book is near. Only one issue and then we are done. So, also, um, I'm not uploading this thumbnail because I noticed that if I'm doing a Lucio Parillo cover, for my YouTube channel, then YouTube is going to delete that because they think it's too sexy and nudity, etc. So I'm going to upload another cover for this paper thing that's lies in front of my nose, and well, that's the reason that I'm not going to upload it. So let's dive in. I'm going to tell you right now, it's trash, like every single comic that's been out from this series. So let's dive in, right? So we have Nyx, and Nyx has an argument with her father. And oh, and by the way, did you know from the last, I don't know, 10 issues that Nyx is half human? No? Well, she's been saying that over and over and over and over and over and over again in every comic. And now she wants to remind you, the reader, that she's been half human, for those if you are forgetting. So this book is actually for people who is, like me. I have a bad brain. I'm forgetting a lot. But if you are totally stupid and you don't, forget everything on the fly, this comic is for you because it reminds you over and over again what's happening in the plot. And all these people that's telling you over and over again who they are and what their powers are, and well, maybe not their powers, but that they are, I don't know, half human, half vampire, that they are lesbian, that they're some kind of a magic ring that needs to been fed by blood of the innocents and stuff like that. uh, uh yeah, it's in here. So Nyx is speaking to this boy when I thought, hey, it's this boy. She rescues him, and well, they live happy ever after. Not really. And we see here Nyx crying about, hey, for the genius who cursed me with the human flesh, human weakness. Because in the last issue, a couple issues ago, some kind of a palace fall on her, and she was almost dying, and she was in human form, and her dad says, well, your human weakness makes you stronger, blah blah blah, you know the whole spiel. And then and Franz says, well, follow me into the portal, we going back home or whatever. And she says, yeah, I'm going to do that as soon as I get this child to safety, then I'll follow you. And then demon guy says, well, you're going to follow me now or never at all. And then she turns around and screams, I said, what do you think? I'm gonna, dump the kid here in the middle. And then it seems that the kid is holding her scepter, which nobody can do. And if they are doing, their life force is being sucked away or something. And so the argument goes on, and then out of nowhere says, well, father, seems you have set me up for failure when you raped my mother. And he says, I beg your pardon. That cracked me up. A demon that says, I beg your pardon. Crazy stuff. And he says, beg all you want. You did this, father. You made me half human, and that human half was vowed to take this child to safety. So in less than 2 or 3 pages, we've been reminded again that Nyx is half human, and she's crying and being depressive all the time. And then, father's been fed up with all the bullshit, and he attacks her, and then okay, I show you a lot because I just don't care. Just don't buy this comic. That's my whole point. So he throws her into, I don't know, a pile of snow, and the snow falls on her, and then the child is being saved because of the snow. And then when she wakes up, she is in a different costume, and then basically she saved herself by absorbing the life force of the kid. So basically she disintegrated him, otherwise she would die. Deuteronomy. Okay. Yeah. So this kid is, I guess, another kid, unless something happens that I don't know about in future comics. Then we skip to more atrocious bantering between, how do you say, what's her name? Fake Vampirella, because this is Draculina, the real one, and she turned herself into Vampirella to mess with all these people. And then we have Chastity with an atrocious attitude and haircut. And then they say, what? What? Why the stare? Why not? You're the strange one, Chastity. A half vampire. No thirst for blood. What's with the half thing in this comic? I mean, is there no other thing to talk about than somebody's, I don't know, half? Are we going to speak later about how they are, I don't know, binary or half sexual, half bisexual, or bisexual? Is that half, right? Half straight and half gay, right? Is that true? I don't know. And so they talk about it. But then I noticed that the editor made an error. So this is fake Vampirella, right? And she's talking about it, and the conversations continues here. But then, if you look at the text, come on, resolution. It says, wonder if the same is true for Catcalling right in front. I thought you and Penta were friends. I don't even know that kid. So basically, fake Vampirella speaks to Chastity here, but then the balloon goes to Penta. And fake Vampirella is sitting behind here somewhere, next to Chastity. So this conversation is with the wrong person. This person says nothing. This is too, God, what an atrocious error. Because you think this is Penta talking to her, but that's not true, because this conversation goes further into this conversation. So, and by the way, as far as I know, Penta has black hair, not brown hair. So, and the conversation continues here with Vampirella still crying and whining and talking, and Chastity's all ooh, and she's flipping her the finger because she's been called out. I said, you love it, Chastity. And she says, love what? You love death. You justify it in your head, saving the innocents. But basically she says that her parents were murdered. And then now you take money for murder as long as they are vampires. So she's basically a murderer too. And the conversation goes on and on and on. And it's boring. It goes nowhere. And then they got to hit a zombie. And the zombie is Sully. Sully the zombie. So Sully crashes into the car, and then they are standing over him like a bunch of morons. And then Sully says, hey, you have no respect for me. And Vampirella, what are you doing here? Shouldn't be going to Sacred, the town. Yeah, to stop Leviticus for before he wipes us ash for him. And then he says, basically he says that the plan is not really working because Leviticus probably figured that out, and they are stupid to go there. And then out of nowhere, this conversation goes, looks like a zombie, smells like a zombie, I vote zombie. Look, Sully. I mean, who talks like that? This is not Twitter. Nobody talks like that. And then this fake Draculina, because there's also a Draculina, and this is basically the real Draculina, but she has the human form of Vampirella. Can you still follow it? I cannot blame you if you don't. And she speaks about her ring. Yes, the same ring that she's crying over and over again in every single issue. And about they can create portals, but they now need to have the blood of innocent to make it work. And there's no innocence here. So what happens? She tried it on Penta, and Penta transforms into this Penta, and that doesn't work. And then, out of the blue, fake Vampirella flies away, transforms herself into Draculina, because she's not really on the side of those morons. No, she's on the side of the evil guys, but, well, there are no evil and good guys. They're just all crazy idiots in this comics. And out of nowhere, she transforms her back into her human form, like male Captain Marvel with Rick Jones. Remember that part? and she's falling down, and she's being saved by the gardener. And then, oh yeah, by the way, she's explaining again that she's linked with Draculina because of a candle that's been cursed. I mean, for those of you who do not know, I mean, they have to say it, right? Because probably you are so stupid. I mean, that's what the writer thinks. The writer thinks you are so stupid that you cannot remember what's happened in the last issue and the issue before that, because this story is so interesting, right? No. So we're going back to, I believe, Ashbourne, and there is. Remember the part that this young girl that was in the beginning of all these issues, and she's been turned by this guy into a vampire? No. I don't blame you, because, well, it seems that the Bürgermeister, that's German for mayor, Mr. Mayor. What's his name? Well, Drago just killed her because reasons, and said, "Hey, why you did that, man? I just relieved her of the pain." Says Zyleven, this character, and said, "You cursed her," and, well, as a reward, he throws her on the pyre. Yeah, great job, Mayor. And then they talk about how they want to regain power of Ashbourne, and the Burgermeister says, "Hey, I'm here to protect the people here from monsters like you." Look at the mirror, dude. You're a monster too. And then he's getting hit by the arm of the Lords, and it seems that Leviticus is here, and he wants to. He attacks the town for reasons, and I'm gonna spoil everything. I just don't care. I spoil everything. If you don't want to, well, probably you're not gonna buy this comic anyway. So who cares, right? And he's getting attacked by Nyx. Oh, and by the way, now here it comes. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Nyx, the Mad God's daughter, was half a demon. Here we go. Her human half begged me to kill her. Yeah. So a couple of, pages ago, remember the part that she's been crying about that she's half human? Well, she has to remind the reader again that she's half human. Yeah? So, just so you know, don't forget. And they have a battle, and Nyx says something stupid because Leviticus is drawing energy out of her, and she says, "His hammer drawing the energy out of me, but how?" I'm not sure what a hammer looks like in your universe, but this doesn't look to me like a hammer. It looks like a baseball bat with a thingy on it with pointies. Look at this here. This is not a hammer, idiot. Morons. So she's getting beaten by Leviticus, and then we have fake Draculina and Chastity talk about her feelings. Yeah, not interested. And then out of the woods comes Gardner and this little shitty brat, and it seems, well, she's an innocent, and, well, they can use the teleporter again. Yeah, yay. So out of nowhere comes the real Vampirella. What's going on with the resolution? All right, here we go. Yeah, so real Vampirella has a shitty costume on, looks like a diaper, and they're battling, and Nyx says, "Hey, it's been a while, right?" That's what Vampirella says to Nyx. I said, "Well, yeah, a day and a half. No, it's more than a year, because, well, they are living together, or with fake Vampirella for, I don't know, a couple of days." And no, I've been almost gone for a year. And what's the hell is going down here? And she has some kind of a power glove, and it says here, yes, she has in Interstellar, Matt. Okay, Matt, what is Interstellar? Why don't you tell me which issue that is? Is it an event? Is that a comic? Is that Vampirella, quote unquote, Interstellar? Is that the name of the book? What? No, you don't tell me anything. And that's the problem with this book I have. There's all things going on that I have no clue about, but the book doesn't tell you, hey, listen, this event is played out in Vampirella issue volume 5, issue 706. I just made stuff up, but you know what I mean. Nothing. You have to assume that you have to know everything, because this is a 12-issue series, And if you are a new person that thinks, hey, Sacred Sync looks cool, I'm going to pick it up. I told you that probably in the last couple of reviews. You have no clue what's going on. So Leviticus, attacks Vampirella, and he spouts some biblical nonsense, and he beats her, and then out of nowhere, the A-team is coming. Yes, and look at this horrible pose. And she has a slingshot, and she says, I don't know what she's saying, but it looks stupid. And that's the end of the book. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's trash. Don't buy it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.